So last month my career finally came full circle and my NGO sent me to Ukraine. Our NGO donates medical supplies and trains healthcare workers. When most people talk about Ukraine, it's mostly regarding the front lines, NATO, or Russian propaganda. But what does Kyiv actually look like right now? How are the people actually holding up there? How do people willingly live in a country that is at war with the second largest military in the world? I spent 1 week in Ukraine, and I am here to share my journey with you. One more quick note here I wanted to add, I am not on the front lines, I am just in Kyiv, which is the capital. So obviously this is not going to be a representative of the entire country, but in the east, of course, it is a very different story. Now without further ado, here is a log of my adventures in Ukraine. Be warned, it might surprise you. So it's like 1:30 a.m. We're finally in Kyiv, and it only took me 13 hours to get here. Yay! Thanks, Poland. Thank you for keeping us at the border for 3 hours. Yeah, maybe we should have just gone yesterday. This is worth it. This is worth the traffic. Because everyone in the east facing war tries to flee to the west where it's safe, traffic in Lviv is an absolute nightmare. And we drove 7 more hours to Kyiv. Futuristic gas station I've ever seen, and it's in Ukraine of all places. That's amazing.
Most futuristic gas station.
Yeah, I mean, you guys slept through another air raid, but that's isn't that something else? Oh yeah, there's no lights on any of like the bridges.
Sure.
Yeah, there's some street lights, but then there's also everything just goes dark and it's just so eerie. We arrived to Kyiv at around 1 o'clock, which is a problem because Kyiv has a curfew at midnight. But luckily we had our humanitarian NGO letters, so they let us right through. We then arrived at our hotel, which is in one of the safest parts of Kyiv because it is near the government buildings. Anyway, this is my room. It's pretty nice. They gave me a kitchen. Oh my goodness. Right before we got to Kyiv, there were like 2 air raid sirens, or at least according to my app. All of a sudden everything stopped pretty quickly. It stopped apparently right when Prigozhin announced that he was declaring war on the Russian military of defense. So yeah, what a time to be here. So there was just an air raid and it technically should still be going on. I ran all the way down the stairs because I told not to take the elevator, and I couldn't. I was kind of like stuck in the stairwell. I couldn't get to the lobby. I'm on the 7th floor, mind you. I go all the way back down the stairs. I go all the way back up to the 7th floor, take the elevator back down, and it's completely black. And I'm just like, anybody had lotion up on my and a guy shows up. He thinks I can't find my room. He just leads me back up to my room, and then when my coworkers come down, and she's just like, "Oh yeah, people just choose or not to ignore it." And I'm just like, "What? You just ignore this shit?" I was about to pass out. I was so close to sleeping, all of a sudden I hear, and I'm just like, "No, is that the siren?" And then sure enough, I get the notification on my phone. I'm like, "Ah, fuck. Are you serious?" Maybe if I hear explosions, and maybe then I'll go to the basement. Apparently they say as long as you're between 2 walls, you should be okay. I'm a little bit concerned about that, but and you're away from windows. Oh, fuck, there's my windows. Shit. So this is it. This is what feeling dangerous, being in the face of true danger feels like. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a tough time waking up tomorrow morning. Fuck me. Dang it, Russia, I was just about to fall asleep. Ew! Yeah, okay, lots of explosions, lots of whooshing. Maybe should be by a glass door right now. I think I'm a little bit in more danger than I was in my own room. Oopsie.
Girls choose this hotel because here near you don't have something strategical options.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
You want to listen?
No, I'm gonna get away from the glass. Maybe this She's gonna be just fine in the stairwell.
Viola.
It's 4 a.m. Just got back from going downstairs. And now I get a message saying, now it's over. And the sun is rising. Fucking Russia, oh my gosh. I have to be awake in like 3 hours. I would later learn the next day that an apartment building by my coworker's home was hit by some debris from the missiles. Wow, that's exciting. That's like pretty much every other city expected it to be a bit more like Skopje. But no, it's a bit more like Vienna than it is like Skopje. Going into the saga entrance.
Rosjanie doszli tu czy nie? The Russians didn't get this far.
Okay. Ooh. Wow, neato. Oh wow. Thanks, chocolate. Look at that. Third time I've had borscht in 24 hours. I maybe drank like 2 glasses of wine and then like 2 shots. You know, I don't feel too bad. They gave us a gift. But yeah, this is the Snake Island vodka. It's inspired after the people that told the Russian warship to go fuck themselves. I feel so stuffed and I feel very unhealthy. Because I don't think lard and beet soup and then dumpling stuff with potatoes is all that healthy, believe it or not. All right, but basically a lot of today was checking up on the coup. Like Prigozhin was just steamrolling his way all the way to Moscow and we're just like, I don't fucking believe this. I don't fucking believe this. Then he fucking surrenders at the end. Are you kidding me? What kind of pussy bullshit is this? I thought everything was gonna tumble. I don't know, maybe it was all fake news, but I'll see if Russia is still existing in the morning, I guess. What a time to be alive, I guess. They made me drink like 2 shots of that cherry brandy thing and then 2 glasses of wine. I just pray I'm not hungover tomorrow. gosh, these Ukrainians are like, oh, they live up to the stereotype of drinking a lot and then drinking every guest under the table. Tomorrow, people are going to the children's hospital and I'm hopefully going to donate those toys. They should get up early and actually attend breakfast this time because I joined late and I just grabbed a croissant that I had, so I know you guys are gonna make fun of me for the way I say that. Shut up.